Good morning, senior advisory classes. Today we're going to talk about what you need to know for applying to college. What you need to know is it's time to get started now. Today we've passed out to you your current senior transcript, a stack of handouts with checklists, and some frequently asked questions. These materials are going to be your main source of information to answer your questions and step you through this somewhat complicated process. The other place you're going to want to be familiar with is your family connections in Naviance. This is an example of what your home page looks like. We will post information for you here. You want to be familiar with the home page as well as your colleges tab as you go through the application process. In Naviance, you have a colleges I'm applying to list. This is where you're going to enter all of the schools that you're planning to apply to. What that will do is if we have a visitor here on campus, a rep from somewhere you want to go, that will trigger an announcement on your homepage that campus is here if you have questions for them. It is also the way that counselors will deliver important documents to the colleges. So be sure that that list in Naviance called Colleges I'm Applying to list is an accurate, comprehensive list of the campuses you intend to apply to. Transcripts. We're giving one to you today. Hold on to it. You're going to need it for filling out your applications. However, you aren't going to need to request official transcripts at this time. University of California schools, CSU schools, none of them are interested in your transcript today. In fact, out-of-state and private schools that use the common application will be asking for your transcript through the school report that the counselor sends directly. So really there are very rare instances where you would need to request a transcript at this time. All students applying to college need to have an SAT and an ACT score. If you don't have one or you plan to retake these tests, it's not too late to take one of the October tests. If you want more in-depth information about a lot of this college application instruction, we will be having an information night for you and your family to attend in the multi on September 13th. If you're still thinking about where you might want to apply and you have questions, Folsom Cordova Unified School District is hosting a district-wide college fair. It's on September 19th. It's at Cordova High, and over 75 colleges will be there. We will also have breakout sessions for getting into more detail on how to go about all of this. New this year is the counselor intake interview. For students applying to colleges that are non-UC or CSU, it's very important to pay attention right now. Those of you who are going to need more information from your counselor, we are requiring you to have an intake interview with your counselor. Mrs. Calderwood in the Career Center is going to help you set that interview up. There are some tasks you need to complete beforehand as well as after. You will need to have this intake interview before you are able to ask for letters of recommendations from teachers or for counselors. So this is important for you to get on the books. How to get that interview scheduled is broken down step by step in the handouts we gave you today. And those letters of recommendation. No one applying to UCs and CSUs are going to need to worry about this part. But if you are applying to a common application school or an out-of-state school that uses their own application, you're likely going to need some letters of recommendation. Before anything, you have to have your counselor intake interview. Then, if you ask your teacher in person and hand them a letter of rec worksheet that you will get at your interview, your intake interview. Note that you don't have to use a current teacher, and you should probably use a teacher in your subject area of your planned major. Some teachers write only limited numbers of letters, so be sure to get organized and get some decisions made so that you can secure who is going to write those letters for you. In order to write those letters, we do need a survey completed by you and your parents. Both of those can be found in Naviance, and you can get started on those right now as well. And as always, please be sure to thank your teachers for the time that it takes to write those letters. This is a lot of information, I understand, so if you have more questions and you would like to visit with us, we will be having some drop-in flex time workshops for students in October and November. If you have questions, please bring them to us then, and we will help you kind of guide you through this process. Hopefully this helps. Hold on to those handouts we gave you today, and good luck, seniors.